Good morning, students. Last some period we took information about the history. Today we are going to learn the second part of the social studies, that is civics. Today we are going to learn the first lesson of the civics, introduction to our constitution. In a previous year, you learned that the rules are necessary for the society. Family, schools, villages, cities follow their own rules. For example, different schools have the different uniform, their rules regarding to the administration. hmm? Different rules are there for the different school. In a family, we follow the rules. Is it correct? Exactly correct. Every member of family follow the rules of their family. Behavior of you in a daily life and when the guest came to your home is different. Who said you how to behave when the guest came? Hmm? How to behave when the guest came to your home? Anyone said to you? Yes. Can you guess? Your parents told you these things, first one, and second, you learn these rules by observing to your brothers and the sisters. Means the rules are necessary in a family. Orally, you know these rules. In a school, these rules are in a written form. The rules of a school in a written into the school's manual. Rules of a different occupations written in their offices. Due to the rules, administration of a family, school or the work point go very smoothly. So the rules are very necessary. Then is it necessary of the rules for the administration of a country? Yes, rules are necessary for a country. Exactly correct. Rules are necessary for a country. These rules are written in a constitution. Then one question is there in your mind, what is mean by constitution? Hmm? In a easy word, a book in which all the rules for the administration of the government given in a systematic way in a one book. It is known as the constitution. Means in a one book all the rules were written. That book is known as constitution. Or in a one line rule book of a country is known as the constitution. These rules in a written form makes the constitution to a written document. In India, the government is established by the representatives. Means we elect the representatives and that representatives make the government. Sometimes there is a government of a Congress party, sometimes BJP, sometimes another party. Then every party works as they want, but it is not good for the development of a country. So, some rules or the provisions are given in a book. Every party have to follow that set of rules. It is known as constitution. This set of rules are compulsory for everyone, for the government, for the citizens, for the people who are living in that particular country. Everyone have to follow this set of rules. It is known as the constitution. Means the rule book of a India is known as the Indian constitution. Rule book of a America is known as American constitution. Means every country have their own constitution. Then provisions in a constitution. The first word provisions. What is mean by provisions? Hmm? Provisions means different things mentioned in a constitution, or rules means the provisions. In Marathi, we said provisions means tartudi. Provisions means some rules are mentioned related to the different things in a constitution. For example, citizenship, rights of the citizens, relation between citizens and state government, all these things mentioned in a constitution. In the constitution, related to the many subjects, rules are mentioned. How the government have to work, who are the citizens of India, what are their rights, what they have to do, how we have to start the trade in India. All these things are mentioned in a constitution. Now, there is a need of constitution to the every country. Needs of every country is the different one. So every country have their own constitution or the rules and administration. Many countries tries to make a constitution which suited to them. Hmm? There are two main types of constitution. The first one is unwritten form and the second one is written form. For example, unwritten form England and for the written form USA and India. Okay, there are two main types of constitution. One is there in unwritten form and the second is there in a written form. Now we will learn the information about it. See in this, do you know some information given to you related to the two countries as well as the unwritten constitution and the written constitution. Firstly, see the second paragraph. Yes, England has hmm, a long history of the several countries. In the England, rules are found in a form of conventions, norms, and the traditions. The Magna Carta makes beginning of a England's constitution. The Constitution of England is unwritten. Yes, everyone of you have to underline these lines. The Constitution of England is unwritten. Yes, last line it is. It is compulsory one for fill in the blanks. This question asked to you. Take a easy example. What is mean by convictions, norms, traditions, how they follow their constitution. Speaking of you with your mother, father, brother, friends, teacher, shopkeepers is same or not? Certainly not. The speaking with your friends and speaking with your teacher is different one. Certainly you have to speak the different one. Are you able to speak like the friend to the teacher? No. How you are speaking with the friends is different, and with the teachers, with the elders, with the principal is the different one. Then who said you how to speak with the people? Who said you how to speak with the friends? How to speak with your parents? First, orally your parents said these things to you. Second one, by observing your brothers, sisters, the students in the school or the boys, girls living in your society, you observe to them and learn it. Yes, it is like the England's constitution. England's constitution follow like these convictions, oral traditions, and they run their country. There is a no written constitution. From many years, whatever they seen, whatever they observe, how to react in a particular action in a particular way, they know these things, they observe these things, and they run their country by the oral constitution. Okay, again one easy example I will give to you. Everyone of you like the festivals. Everyone enjoyed the festivals. You wear the new dresses, you eat the sweets on that day. Hmm? In any book, all these things written, you have to wear the new dress, you have to eat the sweets. No, these things are not mentioned in any holy book, but by your traditions, by your observation, you follow these things. Like this, England also follow their democracy with the traditions, with the convictions, with the norms orally. No need to write that constitution in a written form. Understood? The first example of a unwritten constitution is England. Now, the second form or the second part we will learn the written constitution. America, India accepted the written form of the constitution. In this time, some representatives of a country came together and write the constitution for their country. Yes, what is second type? Written type of the constitution. In that country, some representatives, some people of a particular country came together and they write the constitution for their country. It is known as the written constitution. In 1789 CE, America wrote their constitution. In that, 7 articles are there. Even after 225 years, American government follow the same constitution. Means the many years we can follow the same constitution. There is a no need to write the new constitution after some times. Understood? Now many countries make their own constitution. Then constitution is necessary for a country. Certainly, it is necessary. That's why the country write or orally follow the constitution. So, first we will learn some needs or the necessity of the constitution. The first one, if we give some power to the government, then there is a possibility to misuse it. So, to avoid this, we need some rules, and that rules are given in a constitution. That's why constitution is necessary. The government has to do the work or to function in a set of rules. For that constitution is necessary. Sometimes government restrict some rights of the citizen. To avoid this, constitution is necessary. Sometimes government want whatever they want to do, they were ready to do, and they misuse the power. To avoid this, the constitution is necessary. It is known as establishing the rules of laws. You are the minister, you are the chief minister. Consider you are the chief minister, you are the prime minister. I can do anything. No, here is a rules that you have to follow. If you are the chief minister, prime minister, then also you have to follow the rules. It is known as rules of law, or the country have to follow that law. If government is running with the law, everyone is equal in a society, then the faith of the common people is there on the government. Yes, if there is a no equality in a society, then there is a no faith of people on the government. To increase the faith of common people on the government, the laws or the constitution is necessary. If rules are there and no one takes the right of the citizens for the rules. Yes, without rules no one takes your right. For this also uh, needs the constitution. Here, for the prevention of the human rights, constitution is necessary. Government work for the people and for the development of a country, but some responsibility of citizens are there. Yes, government only work for you, they provide you education, they provide you money, they provide you job, everything provided by government, and you are sitting only, there is a no responsibility of you. Is it good? No, certainly not good. So some responsibilities of the citizens also there, and that responsibilities are given in a constitution or in a rule book of a country. To give the responsibilities to the citizen, constitution is necessary. By doing all these things, whatever I said to you, that to strengthen the democracy is increase. If the equality is in the society, government works with the law, people have their own responsibilities, it strengthen the democracy. That's why the constitution is necessary for strengthen the democracy. Understood it? Now, the next one, the administration of a government. Hmm? Every government have to do the administration. Then, which things are added in a administration? There are two main things are added into the administration. The first thing is making law, and the second one is implementation of that particular law. The two things are there. Then on what subject government makes the law? There are some subject need for making the law. Hmm? We are learning some subjects on that government have to make the laws. The first one, see in this picture also, with the picture we will explain, I will explain one, see in that picture. The first one is depending the boundaries of the country, protecting the people. For this government have to law, make the law. The second one, creating the different employment. See in the second picture which employment you are able to see. Yes, some doctors are there, teachers are there, bankers are there, chefs are there, hotel management, construction, engineering, all sides are there. To make the employment related to this employment, make the laws, it is the work of the government. The third thing is eradication of the poverty. Yes, see in the third figure, some small childs are there, they are eating. hmm? No good dresses are there, houses are not there to them, they are living on the road. Then government have to work or make the laws regarding to these persons who are the poor. For eradication or for remove the poverty, the government have to make the law. See the four picture. Yes, it is a picture of a school. Small children are there. Their miss is teaching to them. In a education field also, government have to make the laws. It is necessary. Now see the first picture in this one. What do you think? First picture of health or hygiene. Yes, regarding to the health department, it is the sign of the medical. hmm? Here for regarding to the health and the hygiene also, government have to make the laws. The next thing, industrial area, regarding to the development of the industrial area, government have to make the laws. In a third picture, empowerment of the women's in a country, whatever the women's are there, to them give the equal position, to give the jobs, to give a status in a society, government have to make the laws. And at last, for the progress of the child, for the progress of woman, or for the progress of the tribe people, Adivasi people, yes, government have to make the laws. Yes, are you getting this? On what subject? Write a short note on or answer the following question for a 2 marks. On what subject government have to make the laws? Yes, on what subject government have to make the laws? Government have to make the laws regarding to the defending the boundaries, protecting the people. Second one, creating the different employment. Third one, eradication of the poverty. Fourth one, education field. Fifth one, health and hygiene department. Sixth one, industrial development. Seventh one, empowerment of the woman. Eight, for the progress of child, women and the tribes people. The government have to make the laws regarding to these things. In a short, government make the laws and implement it for the development of a society. Now, in this period, we learn why the constitution is necessary and how the written and the unwritten constitution is there. On what subject government make the laws. In a next period, we will learn how the India made their constitution. Thank you.